Kelsey, against all odds, we have finally made it here today, and I have to say, you couldn't look more beautiful, and this day couldn't be more perfect.
Matt, my best friend, my true north, the love of my life, I'm as sure as the ground below us and the sky above us that the Lord made you for me and me for you.
Hey, babe. How are you?
Good.
Wow, you look gorgeous.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to this occasion as Matt and Kelsey renew their wedding vows. A year ago, they had a beautiful, intimate wedding ceremony, but because of COVID, only the immediate family could attend. But we're here today, and we're here to celebrate with them on this special occasion as they renew their vows.
Over the past few years, I've come to admire my brother's fierce loyalty and support as a truly one-of-a-kind friend. Matt has always been a guy to look to in times when you need advice, adventure, or just to chill. Matt's decision to attend Liberty University was some of the best news I received because it meant my brother would be nearby for his college years. Over lunch at Chipotle off Wards Road, we would catch up on current events in each other's lives. I would listen to Matt tell story after story of all his friendships and adventures he was pursuing. But the stories at lunch soon began to change. Instead of hearing about intramural volleyball, I was hearing more about some girl from California named Kelsey. He would share their stories of flying around the world, hiking up ridiculous mountains, but when he would speak about who Kelsey was as a person, he shared how she was a caring listener, a godly supporter, and a loyal friend, always up for an adventure.
Dear Jesus, thank you so much for this day and just for making it finally happen. And I just pray for Kelsey, Lord, that you would just give her so much peace right now and just give Matt so much peace, Lord. And thank you so much for the woman that you've made her and just the role model she's been to so many people, but just to me in particular. And I just thank you so much for her and thank you that this day was able to happen.
Many people believe that entering into marriage is the final step of a romantic relationship. But marriage is never meant to be the final step in a couple's relationship. It is really just the beginning of a grand adventure that will be long and fruitful.
All my life I have dreamed of this moment, but I never thought I would be marrying someone as amazing as you. You are gentle, soft, and kind. At the same time, you have an unstoppable motivation to always be the best you can be.
Matt, I promise to love you today and every day to come, when it's easy and when it's hard, and even when you refuse to watch The Bachelor on Monday nights with me. I promise to be patient, compassionate, to listen to your worries, your fears, and to never cast judgment on your mistakes.
You are my Saturday sun, and I promise to remind you of your radiance and beauty as often as possible. I promise to be your biggest advocate, to fight for you, to defend you, and to protect you.
I promise to care for you, to always put your needs ahead of my own, to always let you have the last spoonful of ice cream. I promise to always point you to Christ, to saturate every moment and decision in prayer, always trusting that His plans for our lives are far greater than our own. And I promise to be grateful that you've entrusted me with your heart, grateful that you've chosen to love me, because what an honor it is to love you.
I promise to draw close to the Lord and allow Him to guide and direct our family. I promise to make this new life together our greatest adventure yet. I promise to never quit in my pursuit of you. And yes, that means countless corny jokes just to draw the slightest smile.
I promise to strive to be better tomorrow than I was yesterday and always push you to do the same. I promise to encourage you, uplift you, laugh with you, and cry with you because any joy or burden of yours we share together. And I am overwhelmed with gratitude that I get to love you for the rest of my life.
I promise to grow old with you, to be your best friend and your most trusted ally. I love you, Kelsey, with all my heart, and I promise to never stop loving you to my last breath.
Today you have renewed the promises and vows you made to each other. I'd ask you to please celebrate this renewal of vows with a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to announce to you the second time, Mr. and Mrs. Matt Fritz.
Turn down the lights tonight, moons are bright. We dance, we sing, we live, we love tonight. Let's run from the dawn before it knows we're gone. We dance, we sing, we live, we love tonight.
Hi everyone, my name is Morgan Wood and I'm honored to be Kelsey's sibling, sister, friend, and maid of honor. I really looked up to Kelsey and tried my best to follow in her footsteps, and at this point I wish you would have made it a little easier for me. Kelsey, you excel in seemingly everything, and for a while there, I even thought you might have surpassed me for the spot as a favorite child, but I'm hoping I regain that one now that you're a Fritz. Kelsey is so intentional with every person, and Matt truly is the luckiest guy in the world. Matt, you are smart, compassionate, fun, caring, and you give me very solid competition when it comes to Mario Kart, even though it seems like you've gotten pretty comfortable with getting second place. If everyone will raise their glass with me and toast to the year-old Mr. and Mrs. Fritz.
The best advice is biblical. Do not forget the power of saying, I love you, you're beautiful, and please forgive me. Especially that last one. You have already experienced many tough choices and difficult moments as you have grown together in marriage this past year. But you have also begun to experience the memories and overwhelming joy and fulfillment of living life together. Looking at you today, I will always remember you both in a small garden in front of 8 people, making the best of your lives together. You truly showed that day that the happiest couples may not have the best of everything, they just make the best of everything. And we all love you, and we're so excited for you both.
We dance, we sing, we